Hello my lovelies, so this is Lizzie from Love from Lizzie, and today I am bringing you the January 2024 Love from Lizzie card kit. I'm super excited to share this one with you. It's been very difficult to keep quiet, so much so that I had to sneak peek on Instagram this month. If you haven't had a little look at those, perhaps you want to pause this and see if you can guess the theme of the kit, but if you're like me and you can't wait, you're going to want to see. But just a quick update from LFL HQ. Sue, earlier in December, had an accident with her thumb. We won't go into too many details in case people are squeamish, but bless her, she's very much on the mend now. She is back at work. However, whilst she was off recuperating, I caught pneumonia. So please excuse the dirty bruise. It is very much nearly gone. But yes, had to spend a little bit of time in hospital last week, and I'm very much on the mend, but on very restricted light duties. So going through a pretty kit certainly isn't going to be too much trouble. But thankfully, as everyone's well aware, it's the holidays coming up, so I have got no excuse but to take a real good rest and spend some time with my little pig. Along that line, I'm obviously sharing the kit with you now. And because it's the January kit, for the past, I think 5 or 6 years now at least, we've not started shipping on the 1st in January, simply because the postal system tends to get a little bit gnarly with all the holidays, everybody trying to send gifts and so on. So what we've done is we've shipped out, usually around a week later. We let all the backlog of customs and all the post get out of the system, so that when we ship, it's all going to be moving straight along on its way. So this month, if you're a subscriber and you place an add-on order to go in your box, you've got all the way up until the 4th of January at 9 AM British time to place your order, because that's when we'll be saying, right, no more, because we have to start packing, because we will be shipping from Monday, the 8th of January. So that gives me plenty of time to get better before I have to start packing all the kits up, and be able to catch my breath a little bit. And it gives Sue and Amy a chance to be at home as well with their families. So we will be shutting Love from Lizzie's shipping from this Friday, which is going to be the 23rd, I believe. Let me just double check that. We will make certain before we... sorry, 22nd. Friday the 22nd is our last shipping day, all the way up until the 8th of January. Everything will get shipped out in the order in which it was placed. So if you placed your order on the 23rd of December, that will be the first order that will leave us on the 8th. So we will make sure that everyone gets their things as quickly as we can, obviously, but we will be back to work before that. We'll be back to work in the first week of January, but we won't ship anything because we just don't want anything to get caught up and held up for no good reason. We'd rather keep it safe and snug here until we can let it go. Anywho, this kit's super exciting. This time of year, I really enjoy doing like a rainbow themed kit or something really bright and cheerful. And I decided to do sunflowers because who doesn't want sunflowers in January? But this is sending sunshine, because that is exactly what we need right now. I need to be in the sunshine. It's going to make me feel much better. But until then, I will just play with flowers that look like the sunshine. So I will start off in the same way that I always do, with the A4 bag, and I'll pull out all that cardstock so you can get an idea of the colours that we're going to be working with. So as ever, there are 5 sheets of American letter size cardstock, which is 8.5 by 11. So you have craft, you have alcohol marker friendly white, we've got this really lovely warm orange, we've got a really beautiful sunflower yellow, and then a nice deep green. So they are the papers. We have got a piece of fun foam. It's A5, so it's not quite, let me show you, it's not quite half the width of a piece of American letter, slightly narrower. but it is more than half of the length. So it is half, but just in a slightly different orientation. But that's fun foam. And one of the things that I really like using fun foam for is if I've got a particularly fussy die, you can die cut the fun foam, then die cut, you know, your actual die, pop that on top of the fun foam. It makes it much easier to stick down. So that's just one of the oodles and oodles of uses for it. But I've put it in a yellow so that if you wanted to have it peeking out, it works with the sunflowers. We have got some Sending Sunshine stickers. So these are large hay bales. They're all pre-cut. You can stick them straight onto card. You can stick them onto acetate. That, you know, they're great for anything. Or you could even put antiseptic powder on the back of them and then lift them up with foam, or even cut around them on the fun foam. Lots of ideas. But I wanted to have some really nice big pieces to be able to create backgrounds for your cards if you wanted to. We have beautiful yellow with gold finish pinstripes, which is brand new to us. Really, really pretty. Something a little bit unusual are pipe cleaners. I saw these sparkly ones with the brown and I just thought brown and the yellow for the sunflower, a little bit of orange just for that lovely warm pop of colour at this dreary time of year. Currently it's raining outside my window, so yeah, this is lovely and cheerful to look at and really nice to think about making some cards with. So we also have in the large bag is, let's go patterned paper. So we have the Sending Sunshine. There are 12 sheets, they are single-sided, so you don't have to choose. And also you have obviously got the cover as well, which I have seen some really creative cards where people have covered over this, for the, you know, the packaging as it were, and then just use the frame. But we have that. These are the pattern papers and they have all those really cute little donkeys in. I absolutely love it. Donkeys and sunflowers, what could be more cheerful? They're really lovely, vibrant, warm colours, lots of yellows, greens, browns, slight tinges of orange. There is obviously going to be still shots at the end of the video, so if you want to have a better look at anything that you think I'm whizzing through, do pop back and have a look at that at the end. Look at this little donkey in brown. The colour of the donkey is more grey, but obviously there's grey, brown. You can make them pink and blue if you want to, can't you? There's a creative license is wonderful. But there's these hay bales again, and there's the little donkey laying down, having a sit, and having a eat all. I don't know. I suppose that's the noise they make according to A.A. Milne. And then we have some hay bales, then we have some polka dots, just some neutral tone on tone, and then a really cute one with this lovely blue. So then we have got the ephemera. So we've got a lovely great big pack here. I won't go through every piece slowly, but I will try to give you an idea of all the bits and pieces you're going to get. So they're almost like little eucalyptus buds, and there are a couple of hay bales, but the ones on the stickers are larger, so that you could use your donkey sat in front of one of these, or you could have a really big one, so down to you. But you've got hay bales, you've got really pretty sunflowers and green foliage, more little sprigs there, and then you've got the mewing donkey, or the earring donkey, and having a little sit down one. And there are multiples of each donkey, so you can make multiples of the same card, or you could make a gift card set by creating a trilogy. And some of the donkeys have got little sunflowers, like this one has it in its hair, and this one has it around its neck, the necklace. There's the other kind of hay bale there, the little sleeping donkey with sunflowers. So as you can see, there's lots of lovely little bits and pieces here to give you lots of options. So you can have it about the donkeys, you can have it about sunflowers if you've got someone that you think would really appreciate a nice floral card. But there is, these obviously they're also in the style of our lovely lash girls, and we do have other animals that work along with. So have a look at those. And then we have the final 3 products in the A4. We do still have the embellishment bag, of course, but this is the stamp set. This is the Sending Sunshine stamp set. So you've got sunshine in this lovely large big font here, and you've got You Fill My Day With Sunshine, and this stamp here, let's see if I can pull that out, this piece here will fit snugly in that little nook, as will like Sunshine Wishes for Your Birthday, that fits really nicely underneath. And you've got Sending fits there, You Are My Sunshine, You Are Like Sunshine, and Sunshine and Smiles Your Way. And so you could put Sending, Sunshine and Smiles Your Way. And then you've got these 2 really lovely big sunflowers and 2 little hearts here. And aside from that being a really, really cute stamp set all by itself, after having lots of feedback about the Gift of Giving kits, I have created a stencil set to work with this stamp set. So if this looks quite intimidating to colour, which I'd like to think, you know, it's quite a user-friendly flower to colour because it's just yellows and browns and a bit of green. But even so, if colouring's not your thing, this stencil is going to make this look exquisite effortlessly. So I have, if you can see, I have etched number 1 and then etched down here number 2. And it says, you know, the Sending Sunshine layering stencil. But if you hold it up with the etching the correct way up, so that you can read it and it's not this way or this way, and then you hold it over your stamp, it matches up with the front layer of petals. So this is the lightest colour. So you start, number 1 is the lightest, and then you move to number 2, which is your medium, and then you move on to the next page, which is and you go to number 3, which will be your darkest yellow, and then you line those up and you pop your colour through, and then you've got number 4, which is the centre, and then you've got number 5, which is your stem and leaves. And on that first sheet as well, you have got the stencils for the little hearts. So if you've got some tiny weeny little ink daubers, you'll be able to get some cute shading in on those flowers. So this lovely big flower, you've got coordinating stencils to make colouring that super easy. So if that wasn't enough, we also have coordinating dies. So once you've stamped and stenciled your sunflower, you have got a coordinating die to snip it all out. We have the coordinating die for the smaller bloom as well. And again, if colouring's not your thing, these look exquisite when they're heat embossed. We've got the Copper Rose embossing powder that's like a browny, coppery colour. It's really very pretty. And with a bit of patterned paper with an ephemera piece, and there's watermarking them. There's so many things that you can do if colouring's not your jam. So please don't be intimidated. But we've also got a triple layer sunshine. So you can stamp your sunshine and then die cut it out with this bottom one and then have a shadow around that. Or you can die cut sunshine and have a triple layer, or just a single layer. You've got the options, they work together. So the stamp, stencil and die bundle all coordinates together. So let's pop those down. And then we have the embellishment bag. And there's just a few little bits and pieces just to tie it all together. So we have a really lovely gold gel pen, just for those little accents. You might want to highlight some little bits on your donkeys because there is some faux printed glitter. Let me lay something that's not going to be quite so glary. all going to be glary. Okay, sorry. I'll be as quick as I can. We have some super skinny tinsel, but I thought it looked like hay, so I thought it would be fun to try to see if there's a way to incorporate that on a card, perhaps instead of ribbon. And we've also got twine, and you get 1 metre of each of the twines. So there's orange with a sparkle, green with a sparkle, white and brown baker's twine, and then a natural twine. So you get all of those. I won't unravel them because they never go back together. We've got 2 golden frames, which are a really lovely size if you're wanting to put sunflower poking out from them, or stamping and layering over the top once you've die cut. Equally, this one works really well. And the little donkeys as well. It all works hand in hand. And then we've got some nice little blingy bits. So let's run through. So we have a little bag of gold glitter. Again, just if you're wanting to accent that donkey. Gosh, this glare is doing us in. And then we have some gems in 2 different sizes, 3 rows of the small and 2 rows of the larger. And we have some photo corners, and these are brilliant because, let's just grab this pattern paper. You stick it down, and then they're super simple. They just peel up, stick it down, and then you just tuck the corner in, and it holds your piece in place, and it just gives it a little bit of a finished edge to it. So that, my lovelies, is the Sending Sunshine January Love from Lizi card kit. I'm super excited. It's really happy and cheerful, and it's just what I need right now, because pneumonia actually isn't much fun, and having the excuse of, well, I have to sit and play because, you know, it's part of my recuperation, feels much better than I just want to sit and play, so I'm justified. Anyway, I'm wishing you all the happiest of holidays, however it is you celebrate. I hope you're on a yoga retreat, or with your family, or up a mountain, or on a beach, or wherever it is that you want to be that's going to make you happiest this holiday season. I really hope that you enjoy, and that you're feeling well and good. The kits have been shipped to the design team, so we will be having 10 card 1 kit videos. And I certainly will be having no excuses because I have to sit in my craft room and rest. So I will start eking cards out just as soon as I've got some made. But thank you very much for sticking with me till the end. I'll pop some still shots in now. And until next time, a very happy holiday, Merry Christmas, Hanukkah, whatever you're celebrating. A wonderful new year. And thank you very much. Mwah. Happy paper crafting. Bye.